Where do you work?
I work for a teaching company.
What is your job title?
CEO.
Do you like your job?
I love my job.
What is the most important part of your job?
I love teaching my wonderful students.
How many days a week do you work?
5 to 7.
Do you have a boss?
I am my boss, but I work with my husband. Sometimes he bosses me around.
What was your first job?
I was a waitress at the local pub.
What job would you never ever do?
I don't think I'd like to be a chef. It's too much pressure.
Would you like a new job?
No, I'm really happy with this one.
Would you recommend your line of work to others?
If you enjoy teaching, then I think it's a fabulous career path.
What did you do this weekend?
This weekend we did a little bit of work in the morning and then we relaxed.
What will you do after work?
Well, it's quite late right now. I think we'll eat dinner and go to bed.
How was traffic today?
I didn't drive today. I work from home.
When are you taking time off?
We are going away next month on a holiday.
What will you do on your holiday?
Relax, explore, and hopefully visit some vineyards.
Any plans for the weekend?
This weekend it's Easter and we're going to see our families.
What will you do for lunch?
Normally I have a salad for lunch.
Would you like to go to lunch with me?
With you? Every day?
Are you working late tonight?
Yes, I'm working unusually late tonight.
What time did you clock in this morning?
I started work at around 8:30 this morning.
Did you find a good parking spot?
I didn't have to park. I work from home.
What time do you get home from work?
I normally try to finish working at around 5 to 6 o'clock.
How do you get to work?
I leave my bed, go downstairs and sit down at the table.
Would you get public transport to work?
If I didn't work from home, I would absolutely get public transport to work.
How are your kids?
I don't have any yet.
Do you ever work overtime?
Yes, I think it's the nature of running your own business.
How many meetings do you attend in a week?
Probably 7 to 10.
Did you receive training?
Yes, I did receive training.
Do you think the company is run well?
I hope so.
How long have you been working here?
I started this business in January 2016, so is that 6 years?
Have you received a promotion?
No, I've always been the CEO.
How often do you get a raise?
I like to pay myself slightly more each year.
How well do you get on with your boss?
With my business partner, my husband, extremely well.
Do you get on with your co-workers?
I have a lovely team.
What does your average day look like?
I like to break up my day with exercise and dog walks.
Would you change anything about your daily routine?
Yes, I'd like slightly more free time.
Do you get to travel for work?
Before the pandemic, I travelled quite a lot. It's starting to pick up now.
What is the most challenging part of your job?
Receiving criticism from strangers.
Do you have to work at the weekends?
Sometimes I do. In fact, oftentimes I do.
Does management support you?
My husband is very supportive.
How did you find this job?
I think I was very lucky and a bit lost as a 21-year-old.
Are you interested in a full-time or a part-time position?
I enjoy working in a full-time position, but one day I might like to move to a part-time position.
Did you bring your CV?
Do you know what? I don't have a CV or a resume. Maybe I should make one.
Do you have a degree?
Yes, I do have a degree.
What is your degree?
It is a first-class honours in marketing communications.
What was your last job?
My last job was an English teacher.
How long did you work there?
I worked as an English teacher for 3 years before starting my business.
Why did you leave your last job?
It was a natural progression.
Do you have references?
I'm sure I could ask some of my previous bosses for you.
Do you work well with others?
I'd like to think I do, but I do like being alone.
Can you work in a group setting?
I can, but I'd prefer not to.
What is your biggest strength?
I think I'm very creative.
What is your biggest weakness?
Sometimes I get a bit stressed.
Have you always worked in the education industry?
No, Before I was a teacher, I worked in marketing.
Do you like to work outdoors?
No, because the wind makes an awful noise with my camera.
Are you an organised person?
In my work life, yes. In my personal life, no.
What are your short-term goals?
I would like to release a fantastic intermediate English course.
What are your long-term goals?
To live a happy life.
Why should we hire you?
I think I'm proactive, creative and enthusiastic.
When can you start?
Immediately.
Are you comfortable using a computer?
I'm very comfortable using a computer.
Can you use Microsoft Office?
Yes, I can use that quite well.
Are you proficient in using spreadsheet software?
Yes, I have quite a lot of experience using spreadsheets.
How fast can you type?
Very quickly.
What other software are you familiar with?
You name it, I've probably tried it.
Do you own a laptop?
I do! Hooray!
Are you comfortable using social media?
I guess so.
Have you managed a social media account?
Yes, I've managed quite a few in my time.
Can you edit videos?
Yes, I started off editing my own videos.
Have you ever used Photoshop?
I have. I wouldn't say it's my biggest strength.
How do you plan your days?
I use Google Calendar and I put everything I need to do in it.
How are you with time management?
I'm quite good. I could be better.
Do you always meet your deadlines?
Not always, but I try my best.
Are you comfortable asking for help?
I always ask for help.
Do you like helping people?
Yes, it's my job.
Do you often feel overwhelmed?
I sometimes feel overwhelmed, but I think I'm quite good at managing it.
Do you consider yourself to be a good leader?
I'm new to being a leader, and I'm learning a lot.
How do you balance your work and personal life?
With a bit of difficulty, but I'm working on it.
How do you prioritise tasks?
When's the nearest deadline?
How do you handle stress at work?
I go on a dog walk and I talk to my husband.
Are you optimistic?
I'd say I'm very optimistic, sometimes too optimistic.
Do you enjoy public speaking?
I don't enjoy the build-up, but I enjoy having done it.
Do you finish what you start?
Not always. If I don't see something as going somewhere, then why finish it?
Would your friends describe you as trustworthy?
Yes, I think most of my friends would describe me as trustworthy.
Is your personality suited for this job?
I think so, otherwise I would have given up.
What makes a good friend?
I think good friends are people that you can go a long time without seeing, but you see each other and it's like no time has passed at all.
Are you easy to anger?
No, but if you repeatedly disappoint me, then I will become angry.
What makes you angry?
Bad customer service and over-promising and under-delivering.
Is there an absolute right and wrong?
Hardly ever.
Do you pay your bills on time?
I always pay my bills on time.
Do you prefer variety or routine?
I like a bit of both, but probably more of a routine.
Do you prefer to work quickly or focus on details?
It depends what I'm doing, but in general I prefer to work quickly.
Is it ever okay to lie?
Yes, it's sometimes okay to lie, if it stops people from having their feelings hurt.
What traits are important in a boss?
Patience, good communication skills, the ability to teach, and the ability to praise.
What makes a good leader?
Somebody who leads by example.
Who is a business leader that you admire?
I really admire Marcia Kilgore.
Describe yourself in one word.
Happy.
What is your greatest achievement?
Creating a business that helps people around the world.
If you could have dinner and talk with anyone, who would it be?
Probably Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She seems hilarious.
If you could go back and change anything in your life, what would it be?
I don't think I would change anything because I'm happy with how everything is right now.